If you're into games with blood and violence and sexual content and kids in sexual compromising positions and rape on the Nintendo, if that's what you want, then buy a Switch, you know.
Hey guys, what's up? Kenny G here, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Tommy Tallarico and specifically some of the comments he's made on a recent interview with Rich from ReviewTechUSA. Before we get into it, I think I should tell you guys up front that I'm a big supporter of the Intellivision. I'm a big fan. I grew up on the Intellivision. It was my first console that I played with my dad. I have my OG Intellivision right here, just so you guys know. Where were the games I had? Sorry. And like, here's just some of the games, right? This is Intellivision Dungeons and Dragons and another Dungeons and Dragons, but they're different games. And on top of that, we have horse racing and baseball and a bunch of other ones. Anyways, to get into the main issue here, Tommy put out some statements that you no doubt heard in the little intro with the dumpster fire, but essentially what it is he put out an accusation, let's say, that Nintendo has pornographic material on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I think that is provably false. Actually, I know it's provably false, but before we get into that, let's just play the clips again. One, his statement with Rich, and then another time he made a very similar statement in the past on a podcast called The Yet Show, or The Yet Podcast. It's another YouTube channel here, smaller channel, but yeah, I actually listened to that podcast in full because I was super hyped for the Amico, and I listened to the full podcast, and when he said this statement, I was like, what? Right? That's crazy. That's a crazy statement to make. Anyways, I'm going to play the clips, and then we're going to come back and have a little discussion on it.
If you're into games with blood and violence and sexual content and kids in sexual compromising positions and rape on the Nintendo, if that's what you want, then buy a Switch. You know, articles in the Wall Street Journal where Sony, PlayStation, and Microsoft restrict, they won't show certain things on their platform. Nintendo does. So you can get the same game on PlayStation and Nintendo, and the full genitalia, child rape, molestation, drug use, that stuff is shown on the Switch version and not on the PlayStation version. It's crazy.
Okay, so first things first, I'm going to say to Rich from ReviewTechUSA that one, I love your content, I listen to it all the time, but shame on you for not calling Tommy on this at all, because really, you just let him say an insanely egregious statement and not call him on it at all. The least you could have done was like follow up and say, what? Like receipts, name the games, okay? Okay, and to Tommy, I don't know whether you're misinformed or whether the intention here is to incite fear, because there is no pornographic material on the Nintendo Switch. And I do believe I know what you're talking about because I did do the research before I started recording here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I believe he is talking about two games specifically, maybe three games, but one is Nekopara, the next is Nekomiku, and the third may be Summer Sweetheart, which all these games, they fall under this umbrella of essentially hentai games, right? Hentai games on platforms that allow that. So platforms like Steam and, you know, if you just went and bought the game. Now, what is hentai? In case you guys don't know, hentai is animated pornography from the country of Japan. Just so you know, in case you don't know what hentai is. So these games are on the Nintendo Switch, but those games on the Nintendo Switch have had all of the erotic scenes removed and the dialogue all reworked so that none of that is implied or shown in the games. So no, there is no pornographic material on the Switch featuring genitalia or molestation or rape especially child rape. And these are extreme accusations to make. So I would hope that Tommy, who we've been pretty respectful of, and we're looking forward to the Amico, that he would be honest and tell us the truth here, because those games do not feature pornography. Any of those H games, like hentai games, have had all of their adult material removed from them. Now, I encourage you to go over to Reviews to Go. He's another channel here on YouTube, and watch his videos on those games, because he does full reviews of them and explains how the content that was H, as in 18 plus, was removed, as well as the dialogue was reworked. Now, I did more research additionally to this, and I found the other games, which I assume Tommy may be implying. Well, I'll get you the names, but it was Senran Kagura. Where is it? Senran Kagura, Pantsu Hunter, Neko Miku, which I already told you guys. I don't even know what this one's called. And then Galgun 2 and Neko Miku again. So yeah, that's essentially it. There are, in all of those games, at most are what would be considered ecchi, right? Which is another Japanese type of animation that is like risque, but there is no nudity, not even like just nips. There is no penetration. There's no genitalia, definitely not. And there's no underage promiscuity. So again, I would encourage Tommy to, he's no doubt going to watch this video. So I would encourage you to comment below. Were you misinformed, or is this like to get people to get on board with the whole safe thing, I mean, Tommy, let's be honest, let's be 100% upfront with each other. Like, I'm a reasonable person, I assume you're a reasonable person. Any reasonable person is going to put two and two together and say, you're promoting your console as safe, and you're saying these consoles are dangerous. So what is it? Are you misinformed, or is this meant to provoke fear? I encourage everyone, including Tommy, to comment below and tell us the truth. Anyways, that is all for now. Obviously, to the Amico community, because it was cool getting to know everyone. Hopefully you guys don't hate my guts. I'm sure you do. If you do, it's a little disappointing, because you shouldn't, no matter what console, okay, whether it's Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, or Intellivision, you shouldn't just have 100% blinders and faith in these companies, because Sony can screw you, Microsoft can screw you, Nintendo can screw you, okay? No lie. So it's important to have the truth and have the people who are marketing these consoles to you, whichever one it is, being honest with you, and that's important. So I encourage you all to go do your own research. If you don't believe me, I've done the research. If Tommy wants to argue that no, I'm wrong, I would have to say, Tommy, please provide us the titles of the games so we can see if they're even listed on the Switch, and then we can confirm your accusations, because I guarantee you Nintendo would not allow that type content to appear on the Switch, and if it's somehow snuck on, I'm sure they want it down. So please let us know the names of the titles as the bare minimum. Okay? Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great night. Take it easy.
Hey guys, this is Lydia. If you like what you see, hit that like button, as it helps our channel gain exposure. Also consider smashing subscribe. If you like our content, it would really mean a lot and helps our channel grow. If you want to interact with us, leave a comment down below, or follow us on Twitch at super_dorkalicious. We'll see you next time.